والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. So I want to thank our Imam for giving us this time. But also, I want to thank him. I broke my leg about 2 months ago. And when I was coming, I was praying from the chair. I came down and I said, make dua for my leg. You make dua for my leg, then I said, I did the shaf. So we've completed the most important task for us as Muslims, which is Salah. And let us be thankful to Allah that He allowed this most important task of Salah. My discussion today is a talk about a program of the Islamic Center of America ICNA that is called Embrace, and it is something which is for new Muslims. So I was born here in the United States, and looking around, it's like some of you may have been born here as well, and some of you are immigrants. My parents left Pakistan and came here in 1971. I was born in 1976 in America. And it is difficult. It is difficult for you. It is difficult for your children. It is difficult for your family. There are minorities here. And part of us being Muslim, staying in our deen, staying in our religion, is an immense struggle. Now, I want you to think about how difficult it is for people who are not in Muslim families, whose parents are not Muslim, whose children are not Muslim, their spouses are not Muslim, that they have decided of their own will in this environment to become Muslim. And even though we are struggling so hard to stay Muslim in this country and keep our children on the path of Islam in this sea of immorality, it is still our job to go out. And who else is going to do it? It's us who must go out and teach the people about Islam. And my talk today is the people who accept, the people who have decided to leave behind everything their forefathers taught them, whether it be Christianity, or Judaism, or Buddhism, or atheism. They've rejected their parents, they've rejected their forefathers, and they have entered into Islam. And about 20% of Muslims, I know it may not seem this way, but about 20% of Muslims in the United States are people who have converted to Islam. And unfortunately, 7 out of 10 people who convert to Islam, here they leave the religion. And I would say that to a large part of that, it is our responsibility. These people have left their family, left their congregation, left their church, left their parents. They need a place to be. They need a community. They need a place where they are welcomed. They are embraced and taught. This is the way of our Prophet ﷺ. And without that, it's much easier for them to leave. Think about how hard it is. I have 4 children. How hard it is for them to stay on the path. How hard it is for them to stay Muslim, and I'm there telling them, let's pray together, let's go to the masjid, let's do this, let's read the Quran, I'm fasting, I'm praying. Now imagine how hard it is for someone who has converted to Islam, and everyone in the house is Muslim. Everyone in the house is Christian or Jew. So how difficult is it? So what can we do? So this is where embrace comes in. And I want to just read real quickly a statement by a convert that I found and I heard myself. Is, upon conversion, I lost everyone around me. I immediately became a loner in a world full of communities, a puzzle piece that didn't fit anywhere. I imagine most converts are stung by loneliness. It is born out of not dissatisfaction with our new religion. We are very satisfied with Islam, but we realize now that our life of friends, our lifelong associations, our lifelong community gets thinner and thinner and thinner because they're not associated with them anymore. They're not going for Christmas, they're not going for Easter and all these things. So those friends start to disappear from them. And if we don't come in and produce a community and friendship to them, then it's much easier for them to be the 7 out of 10 who leave Islam. So I want to get to the meat of this, which is there are 7 things that we need to do. Number 1 is you need to be proactive. That is, go find many Muslims. 20% of Muslims in this country are converts. You need to find them. And some of that may be just here. I've actually been to a Jummah here where someone took Shahada. And many of you may have as well. So when someone takes Shahada, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful thing. You're witnessing a pure soul at this point, forgiven soul. And the takbir of Allah Akbar, everyone's excited and happy for him. But then within a few hours, the person has lost your mind. So come out of their mind. That is step one. Meet them, take their information, welcome them into the community, and stay in touch with them. So one thing that Embrace does is we have a full-time staff that you can give the information to. And in this box that I'll leave you is our information. So if there's someone who takes Shahada there, and maybe it's someone that's not you're comfortable with, they're a different age or a different type of background, take their information, give it to us. We'll follow up with them. We'll get their information, we'll contact them, we'll get them directed into the correct resources. Number two is a welcome packet. You Muslims always say, we want a packet. So Alhamdulillah, Embrace, we come up with a packet. And it basically has Quran, obviously. It has some basic beliefs and teachings. It has our information. And one of the most important things that we must teach new Muslims is Salah. Right? Salah, Salah. That's what the Prophet said as he was passing from this world. So this teaches them how to make Salah. There's a new Muslim field guide. There's information in the DFW area, and you can put into this box information for this masjid. Put the prayer timetable for this masjid into the box. I'm going to leave these. I have two boxes. I'll leave them here. Put your programs into the masjid. Someone local here in this masjid that you have that is working with converts, reverts, put their card into the box and give this to them. We want them. We don't want them to go to some Embrace Halqa somewhere. We want them to be in the masjid. There's no stronger place for them to be. So put your information into the box. Then three is constantly checking on them. How many times has there been a Shahada and then we didn't contact them? We didn't call them. So Embrace, again, full-time employees, we check on them 2 to 3 times a week. We call them, we text them, find out how they're doing. We even have a mentoring system. So that's the Muhajir Ansar, right? The Prophet join them together, the new Muslims and the Muhajirs. And that's what we do. We have sort of a Ansar program where when there's new Muslims, we assign them to someone. And many times it's also a convert, so that makes them more comfortable. So we give us their name, we contact them, we stay in touch with them, and we pair them with someone to teach them and guide them, answer their questions. And number 5 is community building. So when you have your iftars, when you have Eid, you have to understand that a lot of the Christians that come into Islam, many times as Christians, they have so many of these bid'ah in their religion. But we should show them our festivals, our Eid, and invite them to it. Our iftar, Tarawih, Jummah, all these activities. Bring them, go pick them up, bring them to it. Bring them to these community building activities. This masjid, I'm sure, has picnics and other social. Bring them to those activities. Invite them to your house. Have them come to your house for iftar. That's another thing to do for them. And then the last thing is, we definitely give them material to learn Islam. But every masjid in America, and I think this masjid has it, should have a class for new Muslims. Once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month even. Have what's called an Islam 101. University's 101 is the introductory class. So there should be, in this masjid, a beginner's class to Islam. If there's not, and that's okay, there's not enough converts here. Embrace, we have 4 halaqas around DFW. Some in DeSoto, which isn't too far from here. In South Dallas, we have one in Valley Ranch, we have one in Capel that we're just starting, so number 5, and then one in Richardson. These are halaqas we have every week, where new Muslims come from all over DFW and gather. And we should have one here. We can have one here. We can set one up here. If we have the community, we have the Muslims in the masjid. So every one of these are in the masjid. We do them in masjid. We don't want to do them in people's houses. We want to connect these new Muslims to the masjid. That's the most important thing. So I will leave these 2 boxes here, add whatever information you have into it. Our mission in this society, I strongly believe, first of all, protect protect yourself, right? Protect yourself and your family. And then teach this message. And then the people who accept it, embrace them into your community, make sure they learn and they can then continue spreading this word everywhere. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala sayyidina
Maybe that's
I got a question.
Sure.
Are you brothers do dawah? Are you brothers touching the non-Muslims? Because I did dawah with a lot of brothers from different masjids, and they don't touch the non-Muslims because I'm a convert. I've been Muslim going on 8 years now, and everything I've seen is brothers come from masjids to touch the non-Muslims, the knows to come to the masjid, to knows to come and make salah on time, and come here and return here. I've never seen brothers go outside these masjids and go to the non-Muslims. Meaning I didn't have that. I came here from morning to get on the right path, instruction, discipline. And I found it. It was not alhamdulillah, but I haven't seen brothers go out and touch the non-Muslims because I think they scared of the reaction they might get from the non-Muslims. Me, I'm comfortable going out and doing that with the non-Muslims because I know they learn and I know the mentality.
Yeah, so alhamdulillah, we do have, this is an excellent point. I 100% agree with you that there are too many Muslims who aren't doing this absolute responsibility that we have. And we are way behind. And there are a few activities, and we're looking for people like you. We set up a little station, basically at Sundance Square in Fort Worth every week, where we have a banner, we're inviting people, and we get a lot of non-Muslims that come up to the table. And it's a discussion. We do give them some literature too, but a lot of this discussion, we just want to talk to people. People just need to know, hey, I'm Muslim, I'm not some crazy dude, I'm just here, I want to teach you about my religion. We're about love, and we want to teach you this. We have another station that we set up at Clyde Warren Park. We do street dawah in South Dallas. We have a team that just walks the streets and goes to apartment complexes and just knocks on doors even. So that's our three main areas, and we're always looking for people to join us and identify other areas where we should go and send the message, spread the message.
Yes. I have another question. Now I have a neighbor. I've been a neighbor with him for like 4 years. He's a very nice, but he's not Muslim. Like he said, I'm scared to talk to him about about that. His wife now is sick with cancer. They said they're a good family, but they're not Muslim. So, what is the best way to approach them since you have this experience for this?
I think first and foremost, they're your neighbor. So
Yeah.
we have to take care of our neighbors regardless.
Yes.
So I think an opportunity there is she is ill. So taking care of their needs.
Yeah.
And that's a good foot in the door.
Yeah.
Taking care of their needs, helping them, cooking for them, cleaning for them, asking what help they need, and then introduce into that elements of the Sunnah. And let them know that this is what our Prophet ﷺ has taught us to do. I am doing this to take care of you because you are my neighbor, and he has ordered us to take care of you. And he has ordered us to help you when you are ill or sick or you have no food, so I'm bringing this to you. And that's what I would say is assistance to the neighbors. I do that to my own neighbors. I cut their grass or take care of their home. I send my kids to help do lawn work or yard work. And everyone is appreciative of that. And it's something that's not threatening when you're just assisting them. But at some point, it's teaching them that the reason we do this is because we were commanded by our Prophet.
Yeah.
Connect everything to the Prophet.
Yes.
He is the gate
Yeah.
to truth and light. And so connecting back to him is the key.
Yeah. Now what was making me sad is his wife is very sick. She's very sick. She has a cancer. She's in very. So I was like, how will you approach? So I think that's the best way to tell me. Of which I'm doing also to do that.
Yes.
Well, that's what's making him to be good. We have good communication. But I don't go inside and talk to him about. But I will keep on doing that, inshallah.
Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, we can discuss more. We inshallah have a cup of tea with us. Inshallah, join. And we have more details. Then inshallah, we'll get with us. Jazakallah khair, Imam again.
Now, I'll say too, I'm a ear, nose, and throat doctor, and I see Muslims for free, no charge. So if you have any ear, nose, throat, sinus, voice problems, just let me know. I'll see you in my clinic, and
Where's your clinic?
enjoy your company.
Where's your clinic?
My clinic is actually in Burleson,
Burleson.
but you can take 1187 from here, from Mansfield area, and it's right there if you go over.
It's up the street from South TCC, right?
South TCC,
I
yeah.
have family who stay in Burleson.
Yeah.
So here in this masjid we have first Saturday of the month we have family dinner and meeting between Maghrib and Isha. First Saturday of the month.
And that would be maybe a time to invite some
Inshallah.
people, some non-Muslims even. It's not a bad idea to invite non-Muslims to dinner or something, the family night. But especially new Muslims. That's an activity that, we can, if you can print something that says family night, the date, put that in the box before you give it to the next
Yeah.
time. Put it in the box so they know they can come here and enjoy it.
Enjoy the family. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah khair.